Shalom. Welcome back. First and foremost, I want to give all glory, praises, and honors to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. I want to give double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone and salutations to you, Aki, pushing this word, sincerity, and truth. Back with another lesson. And today's lesson, man, it's going to be about banks going bust, man. All right, banks going bust, which is an indicator that the system in totality is on its way out of here, man, getting ready to fail. All right, so this is from Fox News. It says Silicon Valley Bank customers line up outside California location amid frantic rush to withdraw money. All right, so I guess they took this video, somebody driving by, and you see what? You see people out there lined up, waiting in line, but they don't got nothing for them people in there, man. They don't got nothing for them people, man. Right? So let's get into the article. It says customers were seen lined up outside Silicon Valley Bank location in Menlo Park, California on Friday after the FDIC, Federal Deposit Insurance, seized the bank assets. In the large bank failure since 2008 financial crisis, SVB collapsed after anxious depositors concerned by the bank's health rushed to withdraw their money. Video captured on a smartphone shows a line of people waiting outside that we just saw, invoking scenes from 1930s, a run on the banks during the Great Depression. SVB was the 16th largest bank in the U.S. Okay, until it was shut down by California regulators Friday afternoon. The bank serviced a number of tech industry startups, Combinator, an incubator startup that launched Airbnb, DoorDash, Dropbox. So this bank funded a lot of the big technology companies you see out here, man, which is a major part of this economy. All right, and they just went belly up. And it wasn't just them. It was Silver Bank. It was a whole bunch of banks that went belly up, right, in this past couple of days. But like I said, this is just another indicator where we are as far as this place on its way out of here, man. So the first scripture I'm going to get is in the book of Ephesians 5:15. It says, see that you walk circumspectly, not as fools, but as wise, redeeming the time because the days are evil. Right? Wherefore be ye not unwise, but understanding what the will of the Lord is. So us that have understanding, right, through the spirit of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, we must understand where he's taking this place, man. He's taking this place nowhere good, man. A lot of judgment is here and on the horizon. And you don't want to be caught up in that judgment, thinking things are all sweet, in the spirit that everything is going to continue to be the same way. You know, that same old routine that people be on. Everything is going to get disrupted. And these people standing outside in that line, because I listened to a podcast, a financial podcast called All In. And the guys that were on the podcast were saying they were getting calls from people that had accounts at that bank, right? Saying they don't know what they're going to do because they can't make payroll anymore. So people aren't going to get paid. Bills aren't going to get paid. This thing is going to have a snowball effect, right? So just because people might think this is an isolated incident, this thing could easily spread to other banks that had holdings, right, investments with that bank. It says, redeeming the time because the days are evil. Wherefore be ye not unwise, but understand what the will of the Lord is. And be not drunk with wine, wherein excess, but be filled with the Spirit, speaking to yourselves in psalms, hymns, and spiritual songs, singing and making melody in your heart to the Lord. Right, be in the spirit that Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai is in, man. And not in the spirit of this wicked, decadent place, which is going to be brought down, man. Not having your hopes, your wishes, your long-term goals all caught up in this place, man. Right? Use this place for what it is. Get your daily bread, go to work, get your hustle, do what you need to do to make it day by day. But understand this, in the blink of an eye, in a quick moment, what you think you had could be gone in the snap of a finger. Just like those people waiting in that line right now. You don't know how much money, because if they say FDIC covers 250,000, but this was a high profile bank. People had big money in their millions. So if it's only covering 250, that's a drop in the bucket, and they're gonna be out the rest of that money. Hey, that's what's going on in that situation. But let's keep going. Let's go into the book of Jeremiah 2:36, it says, why goest thou about so much to change thy way? Thou also shalt be ashamed of Egypt, as thou was ashamed of Assyria. Right? Yea, they shall go forth from him, thy hands upon thy head. The Lord hath rejected thy confidences, and thou shalt not prosper in them. So all these people that trust in this place, right? Most importantly, our people, you Negroes, Hispanics, and Native Americans, thinking that you're going to have the American dream. Hey, get ready for a rude awakening. Get ready to be upset. Get ready to be disappointed, and understand what must come. The scripture we had just pulled, man. Hey, know what the will of the Lord is, right? The Lord is going to give you what you need, to get out of here if you truly serve him in sincerity, man. Right? The scriptures talk about his prophets are going to eat. His prophets are going to be taken care of. The believers are going to eat. The believers are going to be taken care of. And you got to really believe, have faith in that in these end times, man. All right? Because this bank thing is bigger than what you think, man. All right? This is going to cause the Federal Reserve, which has been raising interest rates, to have to look at what they're doing, right? Because that's a big, that's one of the reasons why that bank went bust, man. Them raising those interest rates so fast, making money more expensive and devaluing other assets, right? That's why you've been having markets go down because of the interest rates rise, right? Let's keep going. Let's go into the book of Proverbs 14:11. It says, the house of the wicked shall be overthrown, but the tabernacle of the upright shall flourish. There is a way that seemeth right unto a man, but the end thereof is the ways of death, man. Right? So it could be your first time hearing about the Israelites, getting this understanding, right? Getting into the Bible, understanding you have to become a new creature, a new man, and the ways you once thought was right, those are the ways of death, man. Okay? Those are the ways of death. Believing, having hope in this society, man. Esau and his banks, because what's coming to the end of that bank is a digital revolution, right? A new system that's going to end with an implant, that mark of the beast. All right. A brother just did a video. I just posted in my comments section about the quant, and that's a heavy video. Check that video out, man. It should be on the community tab, right? Because it was a repost. Let's go back to this this article. It says CEO Gary Tan called SVB's collapse was an extinction level event for startup tech companies, right? But like I said, I was listening to that podcast. This is going to affect more than startup companies, because this starts what? Distrust, and people lose confidence, just like the Lord is going to reject your confidences if it's in some bullshit, right? They lost confidence. They're going to lose confidence in these banks, man. So you're going to have more and more people doing what? Pulling money out, which will have effect on these banks, because these banks are not really capitalized. They work off the fractional reserve system, meaning they can loan out more money than they have. So they don't have all that money on hand. If any brother that had, a couple gold to the bank to get a couple grand out, they'd be tripping, man. You got to sign this, you got to sign that, what you need it for, right? They don't want you to have that money like that. It says, I literally have been hearing from hundreds of our founders asking for help and how they can get through this. It says they are asking, do I have a furlough my workers? Tan told the person. So this is going to cause people to lose jobs, man. Right? And this is a lot of people got businesses tied up in this bank, man. Like I said, once one business go down, that affects another business and another business and another business. They use the word contagion. It says the declining value of technology stocks and industry layoffs contribute to the bank's failure. Right? Like I just said earlier, that was because those interest rates been getting jacked up so much that these assets are losing of so-called value. The bank shares has fallen 60% on Friday morning after already falling 60% on Thursday. Damn. SVB has sold off 1.75 billion in shares to compensate for declining customer deposits. Right? And that's going to cause more and more mistrust, man. right? You're going to see that in all type of situations and scenarios at these banks. People are going to start thinking, hey, my bank might not really have it like that either. I don't know what they've been investing in on the side. I don't know if they've been diligent with my money. Hey, I'm going to try to pull my money out, right? So that what happens during a bank run, because they really don't have enough money in those banks to service all their customers. And this goes for any bank, right? So let's end this off. Let's go to the book of Proverbs 25:19. It says, confidence in an unfaithful man in time of trouble is like a broken tooth and a foot out of joint. Something that's very painful, man. Your confidence needs to be in your Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, man. All right? In the deliverance and his destruction of this place. Because that's what's coming, man. There ain't going to be no readjusting of the debt. No prosperity coming to America. Or any other place in the world for that. Right? Or no good times again. And everything going back to normal. No. Get ready for the judgments of the Lord. Right? So first is financial. Going to turn to your war. Right? So to speak. Right? You're going to have that digital implant coming, which is going to be that mark of the beast. You're going to have that nuclear war that's going to come out of this World War III. And ultimately, you're going to have deliverance of you Israelites, you Negroes, Hispanics, and Native Americans, the ones that believe. You're going to have that deliverance, right? And destruction of this place, primarily here in Mystery Babylon and other certain key areas around the world. But if you're a part of that number of the elect of the children of Israel, you will be delivered out of this, right? And that's where the hope and that's where the faith lies, all right? But with that, I want to give glory, praises, and honors to Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. Shalom the next time.